P5 class. I'm here once again to take you through this enjoyable lesson once again. I'd like to advise you to put everything that is going to distract you, like phones that you don't need. Remain with the only one that you are using, like anything, any play material. If you are eating, don't eat now. Keep it. You'll eat after this lesson. Be a good child and pick something from what I'm going to teach you or what we are going to discuss. So today we are going to look at roles of different people in immunization. The roles of different kinds of people in immunization. But before that, last time when I was here, I left you with my work. Let's go through together and we see what you have come up with and what your answers are. And what are they? Number one, the question was saying, state any two information found on the child health card. State any two information found on the child health card. One is parents' names. Parents' names, child's sex, child's name, weight at birth, and many others. I remember, I can't forget. I remember I told you, get a child health card from your mother or father and find out that information, additional information from this one found on the child health card. Two, in which way do the following people benefit from child health card? One, a mother. And we said it reminds a parent or a mother on the next date of immunization. Two, it helps a mother or a parent to monitor the growth of a child. B, a teacher. It helps a teacher to know whether the child was immunized or not. A health worker or a doctor, it helps that person to know the vaccine that has been given and what is remaining. Quickly, let's rush to what we are to learn today. I told you we are going to learn about different roles of different people in promoting immunization program. And the first group of people, individuals. Who is an individual? An individual is me, you, the other friend of yours that side. Then we have your brother, your mother, your father, and the other people, even the gatekeepers. When we look at them as they are, you as you are an individual. So what we are asking for, what can you participate in order to promote immunization? One. And two, families. How can different families, your family, your friend's family, my family, when I say my family, I'm talking about my children, my wife, your mother, your father, and you children at home, plus other groups of families that we have there. How can they participate in immunization? Communities. Many families make up a community. Like me, I'm living in Chebando. Now, Chebando is not a family. Chebando is not an individual. Chebando is a community. Chebando is a community. Chika is a community. Mbale becomes a community. A school. We have what we call a school community. How can they participate in immunization? Even churches. Churches are, we have what we call church community, because we have a pastor, cleaners, we have those people who usher in church, the ushers, okay? All those people may come together to form what we call a church community. Now, how can those groups of people participate in immunization? But first, we want to look at for individuals. What can they do? Roles of individuals. I've posed you a question. How can an individual participate in immunization? You as a P5 child, how can you participate? How can your brother, how can your sister who is sitting there help in promoting immunization? And these are the ways. One, taking children for immunization. You get your brother by the hand and walk to the immunization center if your father or mother is busy. 2, informing others about immunization. The moment you listen to any advert that is talking about immunization, go and share it with other people. Like me, when I hear that there is immunization of rubella or German measles somewhere, I'm going to share with my other friend. I say, please, there is immunization going to take place. Why don't we take our children for immunization? What am I doing? I'm informing other people about immunization. 2, helping health workers to organize for immunization. How can you help? 1, the moment you hear that there is immunization going to take place, you go to that health center and ask them, how can I help you? Maybe they will say, you be weighing children. Sit here and will help in weighing children. Maybe let's clean this place where we are going to immunize from. Maybe let's try to move around and we see which child has not been immunized. So you can help the health workers to organize for immunization. Another one is an individual can participate by teaching people about the importance of immunization. Teach them. There are some people who don't know. They don't know that immunization is important. I have friends who don't know. The moment you tell them there is immunization going to take place, some of them are going to tell others. Do you know what? The other child is the other friend, the child of my friend was immunized, but she got other problems. She swelled. She had the wounds. Such discouraging information. So you teach people. You teach people the importance. Tell them, when you immunize these children, they are not going to die. When you immunize them, their bodies will be healthy. When you immunize, teach them how immunization is important, and they will start loving. They will start loving the immunization programs. Then another thing is training as a health worker, or training as a health worker to carry out immunization. Like now, if they say, measles vaccine is immunized on the left upper arm. Don't you know the left upper arm? Mine is this one. What about yours? Now, the doctor teaches you that we inject like this and we press the syringe like this for medicine to enter. Then, what about polio vaccine? Putting drops in the mouth. Is it hard? You train as a health worker and help those people to immunize you as an individual. Okay? Let's go through the roles of individuals. 1, repeat after me. Taking children for immunization. Informing others about immunization. Helping health workers to organize for immunization. Teaching people about the importance of immunization. Training as a health worker or health workers to carry out immunization. Have you got them? Will you participate in them? Please try to help the health workers so that their work can be easy. Okay? Let's look at our families, where we live. How can they participate in immunization? Give the ways our family, your family at home, where you are now. Discuss with your mother if he's around there. Discuss with your father. How can you carry out, how can you help, or how can you participate in immunization? Discuss. I'm giving you 1 minute to discuss. Yes. Ask him. You discuss and write it down. Okay. What have you come up with? Now share it with mine. Check mine. Sharing information about immunization. If I know something about immunization, I'm going to visit some other family in the neighborhood. Then we share the information. Maybe there's immunization against this cervical cancer. If they are going to immunize children, which vaccine they use? Remember, I told you HVP, human HPV, human papilloma virus for cervical cancer. Share the information. So you share information. Families, different families come together and do what? Share the information. Don't get the information and you remain with it. It will be good for nothing. So families can share information about immunization. Parents in those families, make sure that their children are immunized. Ask your dad, Daddy, are we all immunized? Which disease did they immunize us? And I told you that you can ask them to give you the health card, yours, and check. Were you immunized against all of them? That's why last time when they were immunizing us at school, when they were immunizing you at school, they gave you a card, I remember, to show that you are already immunized. So you ask them, am I immunized? So if they answer you yes, that's good. But in the case they don't, then they should take you for immunization. 3, older children should take their siblings for immunization. Older children, your big brothers, your big sisters, let them take you for immunization. They should. It is their mandate and their responsibility. If daddy asks them, take junior for immunization, they should take them for immunization. Then a question comes, how can a P5 pupil, or how can you as a P5 pupil participate in immunization? And what can you say? By taking your siblings for immunization. Let's look at that of the community. Which roles does the community? I told you a community is a bigger group of people that live and work together, like a school community. I told you for my living in Chevando, that whole place is a community. Church community. Hospital community, because it has different people. There are patients, doctors, nurses. They make up hospital what? Community. So, what can they do to promote immunization where they live? 1, by mobilizing families to take their children for immunization. For us, the Secretary for Information where I live, these guys come with microphones. They announce there is going to be immunization in such and such a place. What are they doing? They are mobilizing. They are trying to mobilize all families to take their children for immunization. Another thing is setting up immunization centers to carry out immunization. Like for us in our school, whenever the government wants to carry out immunization, they bring nurses here and they ask the head teacher, please, can you help us? And we have immunization. This has immunization center. And the head teacher always allows. Why? We are in the bigger community. So what does the school do? It sets up an immunization center. And you find the old neighbors bringing children for immunization. And 3, maintaining the existing centers. Maintaining the existing health centers. How? Some of them solicit money. They slash around. They try to reconstruct or they reconstruct those buildings, those rooms that are down. They put roofs, new iron sheets to maintain their durability. So the other thing is sensitizing members about importance of immunization. This is the work of the community. Let's go through together on the roles of the community. Mobilizing families to take their children for immunization. 2, setting up immunization centers to carry out immunization. 3, maintaining the existing health centers. And the last one, which is number 4, sensitizing members about the importance of immunization. Simply, those are the roles of different people in immunization. Therefore, you have seen where you belong. Now, before I go out, I'm going to leave you an activity. This activity is not a punishment, but it is there to test you whether you have been learning or eating gorillas. Yes. Or you have been taking soda this morning. Or you have been concentrating on detecting the smell of how lunch will be delicious. Do for me this exercise. And when we meet, we are going to go through again. And we see who was right and we improve where possible. The first number, how can you as a P5 child promote immunization? In which way does the community participate in immunization? Number 3, identify the element of PHC, primary health care, promoted when doctors give polio vaccine to babies at birth. How do families participate in immunization? With that, I want to thank you for being a good class, a good child. Continue observing the rules of preventing COVID-19. I wish you a good day and learning. More teachers are coming. Don't leave us.